Hello, people. So, a little update. We have our first losing day. Boo. Um, yeah, so 3 trades today. All of them hit the stop without getting the one-to-one. It is what it is. You know, sometimes Mondays are a bit tricky. But that's in a weird sort of way. I'm kind of glad it did happen because the whole point of my channel is to, show my trading journey. Um, and this is as real as it gets, right? One of the biggest reasons I think a lot of people give up is because of the losers, and a lot of people change their strategies because of the losers. And this is kind of what I want to show over a longer period of time, right? So our first 2 days went really well. I think we hit about 5.5. No, I think say around 7R over the two previous days of trading, and now we hit our first losing day. Losing day is basically when all 3 of my trades hit the stop, and I will not trade more for the day. So I am done for the day. It's one thing that I have worked very hard in terms of my psychology is to, when I take the 3 losses in a row, is to just call it there, turn off, and just, carry on with my day and don't let it get to you, right? As long as your risk management, you know what you're risking, right? So every day when you go into the new day, you've got to say, what am I willing to risk? And I'm not talking about for one trade. I'm talking about if you go into the day knowing you're taking 3 trades, and if you lose all 3, you're out for the day. Those 3 trades, those 3 losses, what are you willing to lose, right? So for me today, it was a 1.5% loss, right? Because I risked 0.5. Normally, I'd only risk 0.25, but because we only have a few days left in the trial, I'm kind of pushing for the pass. So I'm risking a little bit more. Tomorrow we'll see how it goes. If I have a good day and I get my 3R, that will take us back to about, I think, about 100, 150. So 150 over. So then what I might do the last days, I might just trade one trade with 1%, so $100. And if I get that as a winning trade, we pass the challenge. If I lose it, then we get the free retake. So that's how I'm going to play it. So, you've got to have a kind of a plan moving forward. And for me, I'm kind of glad this happened, because I don't want to be like, there's a lot of channels, a lot of traders on YouTube that are only posting the positive stuff, only posting their wins, and only posting, obviously, because they're selling their strategy. So it doesn't help them to sell their strategy if they're posting losses. I get that, but I'm not selling anything. I'm just taking you guys on my journey, right? And I want to show you guys the losses, and I want to kind of maybe do a breakdown of the losses. And like I said in the beginning of this whole journey, this is kind of journal. Every video I do is a journal. So I'll look back at this and I can learn from it. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to jump into a breakdown of the trades. So 2 trades were on the same pair. Maybe that is something I've got to look at now moving forward, is mark up my pair, look at where I think the best place on that pair is to enter, and then I wait for that. If it doesn't ever get there, then I leave it. I go to another pair. If I make my decision and I enter on a pair and I end up losing it, I leave that pair, I go to another pair. So this is something that I'm still looking at. So today I traded twice on one pair. I did, you'll see in the breakdown. So follow me, guys, to the breakdown of the trades today. And I'll kind of go over maybe what I did right, where I could have changed what I did. Maybe if there's something I didn't see in the markup that I see now. So we'll go through the breakdown of these trades. So we'll see you guys soon. Okay, guys, this is the sort of breakdown of the trades today. So the first two trades were both on the Euro USD over here. This was actually the second trade right here. So you can see it actually came in, tapped me in. Let me just zoom in a bit. Tapped me in, and because I had obviously with spread, so on this it didn't actually tap me out, which is unfortunate because it actually came up and then went down to hit my 1-to-1. Wouldn't have quite got my my 1-to-5, but it wouldn't, you know, it would have been a no losing trade. But because of the spread, it stopped me out the second trade, which is unfortunate. You know, maybe I should have given myself a little bit more room. I need to zoom out quite a lot. Yeah. So this is where I first took I took the first trade. Yeah, it was over here. So I think it was on the, was it on a 3 minute? Or was it even on the 1 minute? It might have been on the 1 minute. Yeah, it was on the 1 minute. So I think the reason I took it on the 1 minute is because I saw this as a breaker structure there and a breaker structure there. So I marked that up there. It basically hit my entry and just went straight up. Then I see, but none of them really were strong enough breaks of structure. So I think, you know, that was my biggest problem there. I just didn't have a strong enough break of structure. You take these losers sometimes, you know. So unfortunately, I took 2 trades on there. So maybe one thing I will kind of like go back now is mark up my areas, pick the area I feel most confident with, and just be patient for price to come to that area, and then place a trade. And you know, if I lose, maybe I just go to the next pair, unless I'm super confident in that trade. Maybe I'll trade another one. But I feel alright that we took the losses today, because if anything, it just shows that trading is not all wins. And I think my strategy, I think I have in all the trading I've done in the strategy, I think I have about around a 60% win rate. So, you know, that's for every 10 trades, I'm still losing 4. And sometimes those trades will come all in a row, you know, so that's how it goes. Like I've said in the past, a win rate on the flip side is also a lose rate, or a loss rate. So, you know, you've got to expect those losses. And today I got those losses, and I stuck to my strategy. You know, sometimes it's hard because you take 3 losses in a row, and all you want to do is get back into the market to make back your loss, and that's the worst thing you can do. Or for me, the worst thing I have done in the past is kind of try and revenge trade. You know, sometimes it's better to, you know, that's why I have very strict rules, and it's the rules that are such a big part of what the strategy is. You know, a strategy is not just enter here, do that. It's all the rules based around the entire strategy, and that is your risk management. It's for example, like today, have a set number in your mind, lose 3 and stop, right? And also, you know, if you have your risk management in place, if you are losing 3, if you know you can take 3 losses in a day and then you walk away, you know that whatever your loss is for those 3, you're willing to lose it, right? So I mean, for me, 3 losses today, I only got bumped back, I think 1.5%, right? So I'm still on pretty much the start mark for the trial. Tomorrow, if I get 1 win, we're back to to 1.5% up, right? One win gets me all of the losses back today. So, you know, for me now, maybe it's just look at, get that the free retake, or what would be the free retake, and then, you know, go back again and redo the trial, but this time starting with, you know, from thingy, because this time I was kind of forcing myself under to try and come back. So it's been interesting because it's kind of tested my my psychology, or not. It tested in a good way, right? I wanted to get pushed. I wanted to see how I can come back with this strategy under pressure. So today's kind of bumped me back a little bit, but it's okay, you know. So that was the first trade. The second trade was so GBP. I think it was actually one from earlier in the day. This one, GBP CHF. Yeah, so again, you can see big push up, right? I had those marked up. We go back to the 5 minutes. I just want to see where it was that I took the trade. This was the first one over here. So again, I had a fairly decent break of structure. You know, I don't feel bad about, or I don't feel like anything really went wrong. It was a nice push down. I marked up my OB over there, and I think it was actually on the 3 minute. Okay, so I mean, either the 3 or the 5, both of them had a fairly decent break of structure. So as you can see, there was a break there, there was a break there, and it broke all the way down here as well, right? So I marked everything up, took the trade, and unfortunately, it just kind of kept pushing straight through. This happens sometimes. This was actually my third trade, so I wasn't going to take another trade, but what I did do is I waited for another break after it reached all the way up here. There was a nice break there. I marked up my 5 minute, and this one would not have would not have got the 1 to 5, but it would have got to the 1 to 1, and then got to about 1, 2, 3. So I think just both of these pairs, you know, just pushing up, very, very bullish. So it is what it is. They kind of just pushed through all of my my areas. So, you know, when that happens, there's not much you can do. Everything was showing me that it was going to turn, right? I mean, I had, even on the technicals, I had this kind of showing that it you know, everything showing that it's going to turn, and it just never did. And that happens sometimes. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not too bummed about it. Like I said, on this channel, I am showing you guys everything. I'm showing you my losses. But for me, I'm not really selling this to you guys. This is more of a journey that, you know, I'm hoping as you guys are gonna enjoy. You know, you're gonna see me lose, you're gonna see me win. At the end of the day, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm trading my strategy, and the strategy is wins and losses, and then I'm dealing with the losses and going on and, you know, continuing trading. At the end of the day, wins, losses, you know, as long as I'm moving forward, that's the main goal. So I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. Tomorrow we will be back on, and hopefully we will have a nice little win tomorrow. So keep an eye for the video tomorrow, and we'll catch you guys then. Good night from me.